use tape and glue myself to your ear. I tell you that.
Is that why you see me?
I'm just taking to America.
You go to America. You go to America for so. They don't tell me New York.
When Pere said to Alex, I hate that I like you, I laughed like a popular content creator. Then, this particular lines remind me of a lyrics of a popular song by a popular international artist. Wait, it did not even end there. While Alex and Pere are having a conversation in the garden, Pere is now telling Alex that after this particular show, that Pere is going to take Alex to America, that the way he go take super glue, I've been the Aradite, come gum himself, as in Pere go gum himself to Alex bum. Say he go shock Alex. In as much as Alex was just trying to be like, it's not gonna be possible. And Pere said that he is going to persist, and Pere told Alex that he is going to take Alex to America, and Alex was already making choice of a particular state that she wants. Alex was like, please don't take me to New York because I don't like New York. Then when I was looking at Pere's face, I did a flashback in my memory of how Pere strategically positioned himself in the life of Maria, and that was how Maria got herself evicted earlier than she bargained. If Maria has aligned with white money, she could have lasted in that shoe. The same Pere that poisoned Maria's mind where white money is, later became friend with white money and ended up as the top 3 of BBNAIJA. Say shine your eyes. Pere is back again with the same strategy, but this time around with 2 different housemates. I know it is a stale news that among the 20 housemates that are in Biggie's house, 17 are up for possible eviction by Sunday. Then the remaining 3, which consist of KIDDWAYA, Angel, and Summer, are safe. Angel's found the black envelope. KIDDWAYA is the head of the house for week 2, and Summer won the pardon me for week 2. Now, expect the entire housemate for them to create drama here and here. Venita is already forming a ship with ADEKUNLE. The truth is that Venita has this as her strategy. But in less than 24 hours that they all made their way into Biggie's house, ADEKUNLE won the head of the house for week 1 and now relocated upstairs. So Venita does not have access to the head of the house room, hence she could not create the content. So expect that to happen because ADEKUNLE is now back in the main lounge of BBNAIJA house. I am certain that the ship will sell. ADEKUNLE also wanted a ship during his participation in BBNAIJA season 7 level up. It couldn't work because his interest was Allison, who later left him and moved on with Hermes. Now that Venita is just very available for him, I believe that he's going to grab this particular opportunity. Still speaking about Venita, the fact that Venita learned that Neo chose to pardon Tolanebaj instead of her got her crying. She was so crying that she was the one consoling her. For the whole time that Venita was just crying, I can't help but wonder how Neo must save Venita instead of Neo's choice. When Neo was having a conversation with a particular housemate by the kitchen side, Neo was telling the person, no, nobody's going to murder me in this house. Venita, the least that you can pick to Neo is his cousin. You have no business patronizing in this particular show. Did you pay Neo school fees? Were you the one that raised Neo? I don't understand why you felt that Neo owes you any royalty. And come to think of it, Venita did not even call Neo's name during her time when she was asked to mention the name of the housemate that she, Venita, wants to pardon. She mentioned Ike, and on the other hand, Ike also mentioned Venita. And here you're just crying. The point is that this girl wants to sell this narrative to us viewers that Neo does not want to appreciate her as a cousin after she decided on herself by herself, with herself, to fight for Neo when Neo had a clash with ILEBAYE. And speaking about Neo and ILEBAYE's fight, yes, praise the Lord, Neo and ILEBAYE has reconciled immediately after they noticed that both of them are up for possible eviction. Our in-house therapist played a huge role in that. Neo and ILEBAYE sat down on the couch and they discussed everything that led to their fight. Neo apologized first and now told ILEBAYE, you just have to say sorry because I'm not the only one that will keep on telling you sorry. ILEBAYE obliged and said sorry, and while DOYIN was still there, they both hugged it out. Neo complained that ILEBAYE is not hugging him well and they just have to hug very tight. Pere was there and Pere Conde observed that their hug and was like, it seems as though Neo is already tapping current. While they are still hugging each other, I was like, is it all you people can do? I was expecting more and I got disappointed because they end up not kissing each other. These housemates are yet to kiss themselves. What you call they happen? It's not like this in all of the previous Big Brother shows that I've watched, aside the one that Yure did with Neo. That one not just last. And Yure will come and tell us that she actually did that under the influence of an alcohol. if not, why not? She couldn't have done that. And speaking about Yure, did you guys see the drama that Yure created last night? I laughed, die. You know, we didn't understand the origin of that fight because the housemates were just taking turn to go to Biggie's diary room for them to call the housemate that they want to be pardoned. And the next thing, Yure is just raising her voice, so calling White Money name. I was thinking that White Money has already offended Yure. Then I was like, no, it's too early for me to judge this case. Let me just watch further. And from the way Yure was ranting and ranting and ranting, and the way Pere was just looking at White Money and also looking at Yure, I realized that Yure has already noticed that she's not going to be saved, because she knows that she's not going to be saved by the pardon me by the housemate. And of course, Angel has already found the black envelope and KIDDWAYA has emerged, the head of the house. That was when Yure decided to just give us a content that will now make us to vote for her, and for her to bring in her mother in this particular case. Now she also wanted us to pity her mom. Yes, we all know her mother's situation, and that has been on before Yure was called to participate in this Stars All edition. So it has nothing to do with her participation in this house. So she wants to sell that narrative that White Man is intimidating her because White Money has this kitchen war with him during his participation in BBNAIJA Season 6 Shine Your Eyes. And with that and her mother's situation, she felt she's going to earn a vote. Remember that on Sunday morning, while she was worried, thinking that she might end up being evicted when they did their fake nomination last week, Yure was having a conversation with Ike in the morning, and Yure was like, she's boring though. And Ike was telling Yure, don't worry, you're not going to go because you did so well. I think you gave the viewers content to convince them to vote for you. Yure was also telling Ike, do you think that I did much? Ike told Yure, yes, you did. So that is why she decided to do whatever she did. From her worrying White Money in the kitchen, going inside the room, talking to every housemate, ILEBAYE, Alex, Sheyi, all these things is for her to sell a narrative to us viewers for us to vote. I Jamaica just forgive Yure, because the truth is this: no matter how you just want to chase White Money out of that kitchen, Yure cannot carry out that responsibility that White Money is doing in that kitchen, because she almost succeeded. When White Money said that he is not going to cook again, Sisi crossed. Ike and Fraud said they're not going to have it because he is good. Sisi kept on telling White Money, you just have to do what you have to do to be happy. If you leave that kitchen, you are going to be depressed, and this is not what you bargained before you came to this house. Speaking about Sisi again, you know, Cross and Pere had a conversation over what Pere and Alex discussed earlier in the day. Alex telling Pere somebody is pained, that Sisi is not happy, that Alex and Pere had something together, right? Now Cross promised Pere that he is going to have a conversation with Sisi. So now Sisi and Cross sat in the lounge talking about the whole scenario. When the noise was too much, Sisi and Cross now went to the garden. Sisi narrated her own side of the story, and I understood Sisi 100%. Sisi admitted that Sisi and Pere were good friends while they were outside the house. Sisi also said that Pere has once recommended her to work outside Nigeria, and a particular brand has also called Sisi, asking Sisi if it is okay for them to work with Pere. Sisi said yes, Pere is a good person to work with. Sisi also told Cross that the only reason Sisi told Pere to stop talking to her to the end of this particular show has to do with the role that Pere played when Sisi and Alex had their first fight. And according to Sisi, that the way Pere was talking to Sisi, it may seem as though that Pere was talking into the camera, and hence she does not want such to just continue to happen. And I remember that I watched that part when Sisi and Pere were having that conversation in the pink room, and Sisi was like, the way you acted made me just to question the definition of friendship. We are friends, even if you're just going to fault me for what I did, but not the way you actually said it. And Pere noticed that Sisi has just caught him there. And what Sisi is trying to say, that it's okay for you to scold me if you think that I am wrong, but not just the way you did it. And that reminds me of how DOYIN has been very supportive with ILEBAYE. DOYIN will see exactly what ILEBAYE is doing, even the ones that are right and the ones that are wrong. DOYIN will just be there, making sure that ILEBAYE is fine. Then DOYIN will now let her go and meet everybody that is involved in that fight to just hear their own side of the story. Then DOYIN will privately decide to sit with ILEBAYE to now tell ILEBAYE, this is where you are wrong, this is where you are right. And as much as you are right, you could have done it this way. DOYIN has done that to ILEBAYE in the lounge. She has also done that to ILEBAYE while they were in the toilet. That was the night that ILEBAYE was crying after having a fight with New and Venita. But Pere did not do that. Rather, he utilized the opportunity to speak speak to the camera so that he will paint a particular narrative that will affect Sisi negatively. In conclusion of the conversation that happened between Cross and Sisi, Sisi said it again that she is done with Pere, that whatsoever strategy that Pere is bringing to this particular game, that she as a barrister has already detected it and is definitely not going to work. And while Sisi and Cross were still having that conversation, I think Ike was still in the garden, White Man was also in the garden. This is Pere.
Sisi, come on. Just come first. Do you want some? Come on,
I'm not the interested. I'm down for the next.
Pere, the earlier you realize that Sisi can never be Maria, maybe Alex can be the better for you. I am going to just analyze what I noticed Pere is doing in this game, but can I just quickly say that this is the voice of the Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of all the entire occurrence of the ongoing BBNAIJA Season 8 Teamed All-Stars. Of course, my usual primary assignment is to always summarize all the entire occurrence that has occurred, occurrence that might bet further occurrences. Pere, why you called the test Sisi say you just wanted to speak to her? I thought Sisi has told you, please don't talk to me as far as this show is on. And why are you still doing that? Are you not just violating her warning? And I love the fact that Sisi just told Pere, please, I am done for the day. I'm not gonna grant you such opportunity to do whatever it is that you just want to do. Then, Pere, you just finished conversing with Alex in the room. Alex, what is it again? Why is it that any time that camera is on you, instead of you to keep on promoting your already made brand, you are just busy trashing Sisi's name? Which one can be said that if there is anybody that can change the narrative of Sisi outside, that is going to be you? Oh, changers of narrator. I never knew that you are now a litmus paper, that if they put you in a seat, you will turn to blue to red. And if you find your way into base, then you will now move to red to blue. I never knew. Thanks for reminding us. The way you will sat down and you will just be aggressively describing how Sisi is. I pray that it no go backfire, because the look of things now, you have been throwing this particular ball on the wall. If you ricochet, it will not only land on this your fine forehead, but it will end up scattering your entire brain. And the way Pere is always leading you on, you know go no say the way Pere handled Maria is going to affect you, because Pere has already noticed your weakest link, and Pere is definitely going to dive into it and is going to use it. Because at the time while Pere was telling Alex one or two, Pere made mention that nobody actually told you whatever story that you framed about somebody being pained, that the person is not happy, that's you are the one that actually fabricated it. And if Pere will break such one, trust me, kissing is going to happen between Alex and Pere. Yes, I said that. And if anybody can speak to Alex, let her stop speaking about Sisi. Because no matter whatever she's saying, Sisi fans are strong. And why will Alex even make mention that Sisi fans are made up of people that are bitter, people that ended up breaking up with their boyfriend or husband and they never go back to apologize?
If there's anybody that can help her change that narrative, the main person change narrative is me. So she has as fans. They are very bitter people, I promise you.
It was just the way Alex felt that she's convincing us, not knowing that she's confusing us, when she kept on saying that the Sisi fans are the ones that lost the relationship because they're supporting Sisi. Alex, you would have been dragged on the street of Twitter yesterday. What saved you is that because the fans of Sisi are just busy voting for Sisi. By the time they are done, they'll remember your case by Thursday evening. If I am to advise you, in as much as you're not going to hear me, stop calling Sisi's name. Stop all this your narrative of you're the only one that can change Sisi's narrative. If you have been watching Sisi on this particular show, aside fighting with you, Alex, has Sisi ever fought with anybody? She's minding her business. If you come for her to be your friends, you will notice. And if you see that Sisi is relating very well with every other female housemate in that house, ILEBAYE was happy but kind of shocked when Sisi told ILEBAYE that it was her, ILEBAYE, that Sisi called when they asked Sisi to call the name of the housemate that she wants to pardon. The way ILEBAYE jumped on Sisi and was like, funny enough, because I saw that you couldn't participate very well during our head of the house challenge because of your tie, I've decided that if I eventually want the head of house, I'm going to select you as one of my BF5. You see that our minds are working together. DOYIN and Sisi are close, aren't they? Princess and Sisi, don't they talk? You and Sisi, don't they talk? Should I call about Mercy? Mercy also called the name of Sisi in the diary room when Mercy was asked to call the name of the housemate that Mercy wants to pardon. So who is it that Sisi has fought with aside telling Pere to just stay away from her way, and Alex that has been moving about trying to just tarnish the image of Sissy. Alex, with your narrative, work on yourself. Alex, darling, if I am to advise you, I will tell you to focus on getting a valid American passport that will enable you to follow Pere to America, and that is if Pere is going to fulfill this particular promise. Now, Doyin, I don't understand why you chose the time that you are nominated for possible eviction amongst 17 housemates for you to speak against Beauty. Beauty get fans, so, and you know say you no get fan, because the only time that your name was mentioned for possible eviction during your time in BBNAIJA season 7 level up, your ass was kicked out alongside Elo Swag and Chumsy, in as much as something happened, you people went upstairs and then came back again. But the point is that you, the very first time you stood up, you left Biggie's house, and you are now castigating Beauty. Even if Beauty did anything to you, maybe it happened outside, let it remain outside. You could have discussed good things about Beauty, because Beauty promoted your podcast. Beauty also promoted your brand. What is it? I remember that you spoke good about Beauty during your time in BBNAIJA season 7 level up. Yes, Beauty was your roommate. You refused to just get involved in any conversation that has to tarnish Beauty's image, and immediately you got evicted. Beauty was the first to welcome you when you got evicted from BBNAIJA season 7 level up, and she gave you a very expensive gift, and you appreciated it when you read the letter. You could have maintained the same tempo, sort whatever it is that Beauty did to you outside, but in this house, make sure you work with BNAIJA, because if I am to speak the truth, you see all those their delights, they cannot even save you. Not when you are up for possible eviction with the likes of Sissy, Mercy, Fraud, Shay. I'm just waiting to see exactly how it's going to play out on Sunday. This one is going to be the eviction jury that will decide who is going to be evicted. And sadly, Presence is up for possible eviction. I pray she's not going to be the first that her ass is going to be kicked out. Is there any other thing I am yet to say that happened ever since they did the HOH competition from the nomination of who they just want to save? Yes, Summer was saved. That pity card worked for Summer. It was just the way he cried. Summer knew that he is going to cry. If Summer is the housemate that will win the pardon me, or if Summer is going to be among the nominated housemates for possible eviction. Hence, he was already sitting down with that his black Google. That tears has already been constructed, loaded already, just waiting for the tears to flow. So at the end of the day, it worked for Summer positively. See, that cry was orchestrated intentionally. You know me now. This guy wants to play this pity card. But the only good thing, just like Biggie told Summer on Sunday, that since Summer was one of the ADEKUNLE's BFF that he's not going to leave after the first week, then no housemate left. Now Summer has break that record of not leaving on week 2, just like he did during his participation in BBNAIJA season 2 CUDDLE. And I love the way ILEBAYE, Sissy and DOYIN discussed it. They noticed that Summer is pretending, and this three did not even bother hugging Summer when Summer's name was mentioned. And you see this the way Summer win this week. I doubt if it is going to repeat itself. Remind me if there is anything I did not say that I was supposed to say. All I am just doing is just to give the summary of every happenstance so far in Biggie's house since they did the head of the house challenge. Sorry, I could not bring it. Even Uriel and the White Money fight, including DOYIN castigating Beauty, the reconciliation of Neo and ILEBAYE, and Venita crying unnecessarily because Neo did not call her name during the pardon me in Biggie's diary room, and ADEKUNLE and Venita's shipping, and Cross having a conversation with Sissy, and Sissy rejecting to have a conversation with Pere. Pere and Alex having a conversation, and Alex insulting Sissy's fans unprovoked. Do bear with me. I could have do all these things separately, but PHCN visited me and stole my light. I couldn't help it than just to focus watching on Showmax while I have a wonderful night rest. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. They have restored my light. Hence, I am here with the recap, or rather the summary of everything that has just happened. Is there anything you watched that I did not say? Or if there is anything I said, but I didn't say it the way you want, please correct me politely. After all, I just have to analyze the way I have watched. Is this the first time ever you are coming across my channel? Please do not leave without publicly promoting and publicizing my channel by simply clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel. Also, do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button if you're not to miss out, because I am here to be giving you guys fresh update that has to do with entertainment of the ongoing BBNAIJA Season 8 Teamed All Stars. Uriel is yet to apologize to White Money, and White Money and Uriel are not speaking. But guess what? They just gave them tax now and they paid them female and male. And just like nature would have it, Uriel picked the name of White Money, Mercy picked the name of New, ILEBAYE picked the name of Ike, and so on. And I don't understand this painting that Uriel is doing on White Money. Is it based on the fact that you said that White Money humiliated you in the kitchen, and on how because you don't want to offend the White Money, you are now cutting drumstick, chopping, all these things? I never saw it happen when you are with White Money in the kitchen. I know that this particular fight was powered and sponsored by Pere, because Pere was so happy that it happened. But trust me, at the end of the day, Pere will be saved. Uriel, you might leave earlier than you bargained. So please stay away from White Money, because if the fans choose to remember you, OTLO for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's always my pleasure as an entertainer to bring to you guys the sweetest entertaining entertainment, and bye-bye.